Sometimes drones stumble upon things that are downright terrifying. They've filmed ghostly figures in Britain and mysterious holes appearing in the sky. Footage like this seems straight out of a nightmare. Without these recordings, who would ever believe such things? Let's dive into some of the most unbelievable drone footage ever caught. Everest has been filmed countless times, but you've never seen it like this. Thanks to drones, we're getting views of this legendary mountain that were previously unimaginable. The scale, the majesty, it's beyond belief. Drones are showing us the world in ways we've never seen before, and this footage of Everest proves it. Killer whales are known as the ocean's deadliest predators, and they've earned that title. Using sophisticated tactics, they hunt in packs, taking down seals, fish, and sometimes even much larger prey. This drone footage off Monterey, California, captures killer whales attacking a blue whale, a rare and brutal sight. It's both awe-inspiring and terrifying. You've seen killer whales hunting, but here's a moment that's almost too wild to believe. A drone captures an orca taking down one of the ocean's most feared predators, a great white shark. It's a stunning reversal of roles and why orcas are called killer whales. In 2015, a drone captured something bizarre in the English countryside, a massive, intricate crop circle. This wasn't just some random pattern. It had crescent moons, stars, even a pentagram-like design. Theories exploded. Was it aliens? Some kind of ritual? Or maybe just an overly creative farmer with too much free time? Whatever the explanation, the detail and precision of this crop circle are almost too perfect. Crop circles aren't a new phenomenon. They've been sparking wild theories since the 70s. Back then, many believed they were made by flying saucers, but it turned out they were mostly crafted by people using boards and ropes. So, as incredible as the design from the 2015 drone footage was, it's likely human-made. Still, there's something eerie about just how perfect that circle is, don't you think? Modern technology has taken drone footage to new heights. Literally. In one incredible clip, a camera is attached to an eagle, allowing us to see the world from a bird's-eye view. It's breathtaking. And in another, we get a stunning shot of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, soaring above the skyline. This is what drones and modern tech are all about, showing us the world from angles we never thought possible. Wow. In 2018, drones ventured deep into the Amazon rainforest on a mission to capture its untamed beauty. The Brazilian government hoped to film the majestic rivers and towering trees, but what they captured was far rarer, uncontacted tribes. Near the Juruzinho River, the drone spotted two tribesmen walking through a clearing. It was like a scene frozen in time, a glimpse into a world untouched by modern civilization. But this peaceful moment didn't last. In a separate encounter, another Amazonian tribe, unaware of what modern technology was, didn't take kindly to the drone's presence. Arrows soared into the sky, aimed directly at the buzzing intruder. To them, this strange machine was more than just a curiosity. It was a threat. Can we really fault them for reacting the way they did? Before we continue further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. In an effort to cut down on carbon emissions, China turned to bike sharing as a solution. The idea was simple: fewer cars, cleaner air. But what happened next was nothing short of a disaster. Too many companies jumped on the bandwagon, and soon authorities began cracking down on illegal parking. The result? Drone footage revealed a chilling scene: bike graveyards. More than 15 sites across the country, piled high with abandoned bikes, stretched out like an eerie wasteland. Once symbols of progress, these rusting heaps are now a haunting reminder that even the best intentions can go horribly wrong. This was supposed to be a solution, but what it left behind was chaos. Perched atop a 40-meter rock formation in Georgia stands the Katski Pillar, a small monastery complex that feels like something out of a fairy tale. With only a suspended staircase to reach the top, it's no easy task getting up there. But thanks to drone footage, we can now experience this incredible structure like never before. In the heart of Milan stands a truly unique residential complex, the Vertical Forest. This architectural marvel is a perfect blend of living spaces and greenery, consisting of two towers that rise 80 and 112 meters high. With 5,000 bushes and 11,000 plants adorning the exteriors, these buildings are a stunning example of nature meeting modern design. Seen through the lens of a drone, the vertical forest offers a breathtaking view of how urban life and nature can coexist in perfect harmony. We bet you haven't seen the Shanghai Tower like this before. Standing as the tallest building in Asia, this architectural giant houses observatories, conference rooms, a hotel, a museum, shops, restaurants, and even gardens. And now, thanks to drone footage, we can experience the awe-inspiring scale of this tower from a whole new perspective. During the cold season, something strange happens on lakes and rivers. Perfectly smooth ice discs start appearing, almost like nature's own crop circles. The weird part? No one really knows why. Some scientists think these discs form because of vortex currents, where a chunk of ice starts spinning, polishing its edges into a perfect circle. But as intriguing as this sounds, the exact cause remains a mystery, adding to the eerie beauty of these frozen formations. Australian surfers have taken their passion for the waves to a whole new level. Not just in the ocean, but in the middle of Queensland's inland city, an artificial lake now creates perfect waves on demand. This man-made surf paradise uses a high-tech mechanism to generate waves of all shapes and sizes, giving surfers the thrill of the ocean without ever stepping foot on the shore. In the quiet suburbs of Dallas, one drone pilot stumbled upon a scene that looked like it was ripped from a horror film. David Mimlich, while flying his drone, captured footage of a creek running blood red behind an old meatpacking plant. But this wasn't some eerie reflection or trick of the light. It was real. Pig blood had been leaking from the plant into Cedar Creek, eventually making its way to the more public Trinity River. It wasn't the end of days, but it sure made people think twice about strolling near the creek. When you need to take down an entire residential complex, the risk of damage to nearby structures is nerve-wracking. But in the case of the Eggborough Power Station's 4 massive cooling towers, safety concerns took a backseat to the spectacle. Cameras captured the dramatic moment the towers, standing for over 50 years as a Yorkshire landmark, were obliterated by controlled explosions. Bigfoot, legend, hoax, or something more? In the thick forests of Salt Fork State Park, Ohio, over 40 sightings of the elusive Sasquatch have been reported, but most of the evidence is blurry and questionable at best. Yet one recent drone video has reignited the debate. While 2 men were flying their drone, a large figure suddenly appeared on the left side of the screen. Its arms raised, the creature quickly disappeared into the dense trees. Could this be Bigfoot? With so many reports over the years, exploring Salt Fork State Park might leave you with the unsettling feeling that you're not alone in those woods. April 26, 1986. Chernobyl, a day the world can never forget. What began as a routine safety test turned into a nightmare that unleashed radioactive hell across the region. The explosion sent a toxic cloud into the sky, forcing the evacuation of the once vibrant town of Pripyat, now left as a ghost town too deadly to inhabit. Drone footage captured between 2013 and 2016 shows the eerie, decaying remains of this forsaken city. Empty buildings, desolate streets, and forgotten homes tell the chilling story of a catastrophe frozen in time. Niagara Falls, one of the most iconic natural wonders on Earth. But seeing it through a drone's lens gives a whole new perspective on its raw power. This aerial footage takes you above the roaring waters, showcasing the sheer force and beauty of Niagara like never before. Ever seen something like this? Lake Bogoria in Kenya, known for its blue-green algae called spirulina, becomes a feeding ground for thousands of flamingos. The lake turns into a sea of pink as these birds swarm the waters, drawn to their favorite food source. Utah might as well be another planet. Known for its breathtaking and unusual landscapes, this state's hills take on striking shades of color, shaped by volcanic ash and the unique properties of the local soil. The terrain here feels more like the surface of Mars than Earth, making Utah a must-see for anyone craving an out-of-this-world adventure. In 2018 at Lennox Head, New South Wales, lifeguards were testing their new drones, nicknamed Little Rippers, when a life-threatening crisis hit. 2 teenagers were trapped half a mile from shore in a deadly rip current. Jai Sheridan, a rookie drone operator, found himself in a race against time. With no room for error, he sent the drone soaring over the waves. He spotted the teens, struggling to stay afloat, and deployed an inflatable tube right next to them. Just as a giant wave loomed, they grabbed hold of the tube and clung to life until rescuers could reach them. Jai may have been a trainee, but that day, he saved 2 lives with precision and courage. In 2018, Peter Pugh, a 75-year-old man, set out on what should have been a simple walk with his family near Brancaster, England. But this wasn't just any path. It wound through the perilous Titchwell Marsh, a treacherous labyrinth of waterlogged reeds, hidden sinkholes, and thick, unforgiving mud. At some point during the walk, Peter fell behind. No one noticed until it was too late. He had vanished. As hours passed, panic set in. A massive search was launched. Helicopters scanned the skies, dogs tracked the ground, and drones combed the marsh, but still, no sign of Peter. Nightfall came, and with it, the bone-chilling fear that he wouldn't survive. 22 agonizing hours later, hope was almost gone when a drone spotted something. A figure trapped in the mud, nearly submerged to his chest. It was Peter, barely alive. He had wandered into the marsh and become hopelessly stuck, trapped as the freezing tide rose around him. For nearly a day, he'd survived on nothing but marsh water, clinging to life. Just when it seemed all was lost, the drone became his lifeline. Rescuers rushed in and pulled him from the mud, alive, unharmed, and miraculously saved. It was a rescue no one thought possible. In 2011, a U.S. Air Force Reaper drone, one of the fastest, most advanced pieces of military tech, encountered something that made it look like a toy. On a routine mission, its sensors locked onto a mysterious aircraft. But this wasn't just any aircraft. It was a bright, white light darting through the valley below with an impossible speed and precision. Then, in a split second, it turned and blasted past the drone in a blinding flash of light. The drone, capable of hitting speeds up to 300 miles per hour, had just been outmaneuvered. But it didn't end there. As the UFO streaked by, it glitched out the drone's camera systems, a malfunction that no one could explain. Was this some kind of alien tech, light years beyond what humans could dream of? Some believe this footage is undeniable proof that extraterrestrial craft are not only here, but using technology that makes our best machines look obsolete. The real mystery? No one knows where the footage came from. Is it a leak from within the government? Or is someone pulling off an elaborate hoax? The US government has stayed silent, leaving everyone to speculate. Are we being shown a glimpse of alien power? Or is it just another trick? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear. Something is out there that we can't even begin to understand. It might not be a wormhole to another dimension, but the Morning Glory spillway at Monticello Dam is just as terrifying. This gaping hole is a 200-foot drop that sucks in excess water when the dam's reservoir overflows. Sounds simple, right? But watching it in action is like staring into an abyss, an unstoppable force pulling water and anything near it straight into the dark tunnel below. In 1997, a woman tragically learned just how deadly this massive drain can be. Despite the warning signs, she swam too close to the spillway. The powerful current dragged her in, and she never stood a chance. Her body was recovered the next day, a haunting reminder of how quickly things can go wrong. So, if you ever come across a swirling, mysterious hole in the middle of a lake, be warned. This isn't the adventure you want to take. Some dangers are real, and not all stories have a happy ending. The UK might be famous for many things, but it's not the food that'll keep you up at night. It's Cannock Chase. This place is notorious as one of Britain's most haunted spots, and its eerie reputation is enough to make your skin crawl. The legends here are dark and disturbing. Stories of werewolves, UFOs, and the most terrifying of them all, the black-eyed child. Since the 1980s, this ghostly figure, believed to be the spirit of a young girl, has been haunting unsuspecting dog walkers. The tale is as chilling as it gets. You hear a child's soft cry, a voice calling out from the woods. As you approach, you see a little girl standing there, her hands covering her face. But just as you get closer, she reveals her horrifying black eyes and flashes a twisted grin before vanishing without a trace. In 2015, a YouTuber named Furious Otter decided to fly his drone over Cannock Chase, expecting nothing more than a peaceful day of filming, but what he captured would leave him shaken forever. As the drone hovered over the trees, the camera caught a ghostly figure, a pale, dark-haired girl in a white dress, her face hauntingly unclear. Otter's blood ran cold when he realized what he had seen. Some believe it was the black-eyed child herself. Others think it was just a hoax. Sure, the footage was grainy, and Otter didn't dare fly in closer, but whether real or fake, that eerie clip is enough to make anyone think twice before setting foot in Cannock Chase after dark. You'd think the sunny shores of Australia would offer some kind of safety, right? Think again. Simon Lawrence was out for a relaxing day of crabbing off the coast of Port Lincoln, South Australia, when his day took a horrifying turn. While his boat peacefully drifted, his drone captured something out of a nightmare. A massive great white shark suddenly appeared and launched an attack on his boat. With no warning, the shark clamped onto the motor, its jaws gnashing with terrifying force, possibly drawn in by the electromagnetic signals the boat was giving off. In a desperate attempt to save his boat, and possibly his life, Simon dumped his entire catch of crabs into the water, hoping to distract the relentless predator. And luckily it worked. The shark swam off, leaving Simon and his friend rattled but unharmed. Then there's the story of Christopher Joy, another drone pilot who found himself in the middle of a heart-stopping moment. While flying his drone over Wherry Beach in New South Wales, he noticed something terrifying. A surfer, completely unaware that a shark was circling dangerously close. Time was running out. With quick thinking, Christopher used his drone's speaker system to shout a warning to the surfer, who scrambled back to shore just in time. His frantic splashing scared the shark off, and this time, the surfer walked away unharmed. But how many more close calls are waiting beneath the surface? That's the real nightmare, the ones you don't see coming. The ocean may seem peaceful, but danger lurks just below, silent and deadly. That's all for today's video. So, which of these moments fascinated you out the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.